Okay, so now we are uh, in this video we are going to learn about the how this HTTP trigger works actually. Okay, in last video we seen like how we can run this code. Okay, now I will just explain you how we can explain you what are the things in this code. So when we start at the top, we can see there is some imports Azure functions dot import Azure dot functions as we are working on the functions. So this one is required. After then logging is for just logging if we want to log something or print something that we can use the logging. Then we are just making an instance of an function app. Okay, so that is done here. So as while creating the function we have selected the anonymous as the function label, so that's why it is coming as anonymous. We can change it here also if we want to change it. Once that is done, we are defining a route here. Okay, what should be the endpoint of our API. So this is a decorator in which we are just defining our routes. So like it will be like slash http underscore trigger. Now once that is done, we are creating a definition and which name is like http trigger is a function name, and in this function name we are expecting an request parameter, that is a type of http request. So here this request parameter is the incoming request which will become. Okay, whatever the request parameters is coming will come here, and this is the output, that is also an http response format. Okay, so we will send an output, like we will return the func.http response type output. Okay, when we will return from this function. Once that is done, let's come to the next point, like name. Okay, so here we have created a variable, and then we are just checking like in this request parameters if we have something like name or not. Okay, then what we are doing, request dot parameters dot get name. Okay, so if we are checking like name is coming or not, if name is not there, okay, like if this is none or we have not sent anything, then again we are checking like request body equal to request dot get json. So what we are doing here, we are checking like in the body of the request, we are sending something or not. For example, if it's a get request, in that we can send the parameters. But if it is not a get request, then there, if we are using the post request. So in post request, what we do, we send the body. Okay, so that how we can get the body, we can get it using request dot get json. Once that is done, we will check the next. Okay, so if there is something like in the request dot body, okay, then again we will fetch that. Okay, in the from the request dot body, just fetch the name. Okay, so once this process is done, what we are doing here, if name is available, then we are returning the http response like hello, hello, and the name is there, and this http trigger function executed successfully, else we are returning that this message. Okay, so how we can test it? Okay, so let's start with, I am putting a debug point here, so you will learn like how can we can debug this one also. So once we put the debug point, then you can come in the run and just do the start debugging. Okay, so to test it, I will use the postman for now. Okay, in the last video I shown you that how we can use the browser, but now I will just show you how we can do it from the postman, so that we can test the post request also. So this is the URL. Okay, let's copy it. So Postman is a tool by which you can test the APIs. Okay, if it is not yet downloaded on your site, you can just go to the browser and just like download the Postman from there. Once that is done, come here, click on the new. Now doing this. Now this is an get request I am doing. Okay, so this is the URL I am just pasting here, and just do the send here. Once you will send here, it will come to our VS Code. Okay, now as we know, this name is not there. Okay, so now if we go to the next step from here, this is a step into, and we will come here. Okay, now you can see this name is none. Okay, so if not name, so that means if name is not there, and if it is none, then it will go here in the next step. So in the next step also, we uh, it will go and it will check this request.body.getJSON. Now we have not sent any body also, So this parameter will also be none only. Okay, so if we check this one, this is also okay. It is not coming here for now, but I will show you, like this will also none. So let's go to the next step now. Okay, so basically we are not send any error, anything in the body. So it is a get request, right? So it will come in the value error, and we are just passing it. We are not logging any error or throwing any error. We are just passing it. Then it will come here, and if it check if name is there or not. If it is none, then it will go in the else, and it will return this one. Okay, so it will come here, and it will just return this one. So if we will see here in our postman, then we can see this is the output. Okay, now if I will send name from here, okay, I am just sending a parameter name. Okay, this is just a name I am giving. Now if we will send it, and I will go back to my VS code, now it is run. Okay, and if I will see the output now, then it will give hello Sanjay, this is HTTP trigger function executed successfully. Why this happen? Because if there is a name, then it will give this output. Okay, so this is the get request. Now if I want to do same with the post request, what I can do, I can come here, I can select the post, then I need to give an body also. Okay, I'm just removing this one. I will just give the URL, then the body will be here, and body will be, just select the JSON. Now just put a JSON here. Okay, so in this JSON, let's give name as, okay. So in this case also you will get the same output. So now let's hit it again. So it is coming at the name. Now if name is there or not, now it is checking request.parameters.get name. Now we are not done the get request. Okay, so in the parameters there will be no name, so this will be none only. Okay, if I go to next step, and if I will check, this is none only. Now next, if not name, okay, so it is not name, then it will go inside this one only because it is none. Okay, next it will check request body equal to request.getJSON. So it will check uh, here. Okay, so it will come here in the next step, and it will try to fetch what is the request body. Okay, so now we know that request body is there, so what it will do, it will get the request body. Okay, so now you can see in the request body, whatever we have sent, like name is Sanjay, that is coming here. Now in the else condition, okay, what it is doing, it is coming here, and it is just finding request body dot get name. Okay, so in the request body we have this complete JSON. Now from them that